Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we've got a really special story for you. It's all about learning, creativity, and that incredible moment when you discover how to speak a brand new language.
And this one is a bit of a celebration. It's a huge shout out to Dr. C's February 2026 Python programming class over at Perryville. We're going to dive into what you all built and tell the awesome story of how you figured out how to talk to computers.
All right, so let's start at the beginning. What even is programming? Well, when you boil it right down, it's pretty simple. It's just giving a computer a list of instructions. Instead of just clicking a button, you're the one writing the rules that tell the button what to do when it's clicked. That's the magic.
And the language you guys were learning? Python, which, by the way, is one of the biggest, most used languages on the entire planet. And I want to be clear, this isn't just some classroom thing. This skill runs the show behind the scenes at places like Netflix, even NASA. We're talking about a seriously powerful, in-demand skill.
So every big journey has to start somewhere, right? And in programming, that first step is actually pretty straightforward. It's just figuring out how to save a piece of information so you can use it again. It all comes down to giving stuff a name.
Just look at this. It's so simple when you see it, right? You've got a piece of information, in this case, the number 70. You need a computer to remember it. So what do? You stick it in a little box called a variable and slap a label on it, temperature, and boom, that's it. That's literally the foundation of how programs remember things.
Okay, so that's easy enough for numbers, but what about everything else? The world isn't just numbers. How do you tell a computer about, say, a person's name, or a city, or anything that's text?
Well, your first guess would probably look something like this. Makes total sense to a human, right? You're just trying to assign the word Naruto to the variable name. But to a computer, oh man, it has no idea what you're talking about. It just gets completely confused.
And this is where you learn one of the most important lessons in programming. Computers are powerful, but they have absolutely zero common sense. It spits out this error because it's asking, wait a minute, is Naruto the text you want me to save, or is it the name of some other variable I should know about? You have to spell it out for them.
And the fix? It's so simple. It's all about following the rules, the syntax. You just wrap the word in quotation marks, see? That's you telling Python, hey, chill out, this is just a piece of text. We call it a string. It's not another command, it's just data. And just like that, problem solved, the error is gone.
And this right here is where your personalities really started to pop. The assignments were basic, but your variables, they were anything but. We had Pikachu, we had Bluey and Bingo, we even had Groot and a, let's say, creatively spelled Iron Man. I love this because it shows you weren't just mindlessly following along. You were having fun with it and making it yours.
Okay, so saving information is step one. But the real fun, the real power, starts when you teach the computer how to make choices based on that information. This whole idea is called flow control, and it's the moment your code starts to feel, well, kind of smart.
And what better way to explain it than with Minecraft? Everybody knows this one. To make a torch, you need a stick and you need coal. Simple rule. This flowchart here is just a picture of that decision. Do I have the stuff I need, yes or no?
And check this out. This is that exact same logic, but written in Python. That little if at the beginning is just asking a question. Do I have one or more sticks and one or more pieces of coal? If the answer to both is yes, then it prints the message. You literally just taught a computer how to play Minecraft. How cool is that?
But let's be real, learning to code is not always smooth sailing. Actually, a huge part of the job is just dealing with stuff when it breaks. It's all about learning to love the bug.
And this right here, this quote was pulled straight from one of your notebooks. You can just feel the frustration, can't you? I have had to redo this several times, sad face. I mean, that is a feeling that every single person who has ever written a line of code knows deep in their soul. But here's the best part of the story, the punchline. Right underneath that comment was the perfectly correct working code. And that moment, that's what programming is all about. It's not about being perfect and never making mistakes. It's about hitting a wall, getting frustrated, and then pushing right through it. That whole process, it has a name. It's called debugging. And you've got to get this into your head. Finding a bug isn't failing. It is the job. It's the puzzle. It's what makes it so tough sometimes, but also so incredibly rewarding when you finally crack it.
And looking through all the work, there were just these sparks of absolute genius.
These moments where you didn't just do the assignment, you took it and ran with it, showing you really truly got it on a whole other level.
So there was this one exercise, pretty simple, just about creating a variable. It was just a basic check-in. But one of you looked at that simple task and thought, you know what? I can do something way cooler with this.
So instead of just a basic assignment, this code right here, this builds the Fibonacci sequence. One of the most famous mathematical patterns ever. And look how clever it is. It does the math, then it shuffles the numbers around so it's ready to do the next calculation. This isn't just a line of code, it's like a little engine ready to go. Truly, absolutely amazing stuff.
And then, as if that wasn't enough, you left this little note. Now, if this was a loop, that would be awesome. So not only did you build this thing, you already knew how to make it better with a tool you hadn't even learned yet, a loop, which basically just makes code repeat itself. I mean, the next lesson was literally about loops. You were already one step ahead. Incredible.
And the genius wasn't just about complex math either. In another exercise, if the conditions weren't met, the instructions just said to print no action required. Pretty boring. But one of you wrote this instead, Hakuna Matata. And you know what? It's perfect. It's technically correct. It means no worries, no action required, but it does it with so much personality and humor. Just brilliant.
So where does that leave us? What does all this add up to? It means you all took on something that is genuinely hard, and you came out the other side with an incredibly powerful new skill. You built something from nothing, and you did it with creativity, with smarts, and with a persistence that's just really inspiring to see.
Because look, what you've learned isn't just about writing Python. You've learned a new way to think. You've learned how to look at a big, complicated, messy problem and have the confidence to say, okay, I can break this down, I can solve this piece by piece. And that is a tool you can take with you anywhere for the rest of your life. Nobody can ever take that away. So the only question now is, what amazing problem are you going to solve first?